G'day and welcome back to the XR311 build series. I have no idea how many episodes this is at the moment, but like I said, it is a longer one. It was going to be a longer series because it's just a completely different car to build. It's very special. So now onto this suspension that I thought I messed up in the last video, but I was actually looking at it the right way up, and it's supposed to be upside down. Okay, stop living in the past, which was literally 5 minutes ago for us, not for you guys. So we have torsion bars. These bits of flat bar are your torsion bars, your springs essentially, but you also get coil springs. I believe these are for adjustment of the tension of the torsion bars. So I've been hanging out to get these together actually, so I can actually see how it all works. I mean, I know how torsion bars work. That's pretty simple. So we have these parts here. So we have a sleeve that the torsion bar goes into, a spring, and a piece that goes into that black piece. I don't see how these are supposed to adjust anything. Yeah, I don't get that. So let's see how we go getting these in, whether we got to put them in one as one unit or separately, or oh no, oh okay. You depress the, I've got the wrong torsion bars, Zach. I hope I've got the wrong torsion bars. There should be shorter ones.
I don't think there are.
Okay. So, unless I'm not going all the way in here, it looks like I am. Have I got the right parts for here?
There's only those.
So we've got E10s and G4s. We've got E10s and G4s. Okay, so unless this isn't going all the way in. That's as far as it can go. So that's that torsion bar fitted in there. But everything at full compression, that's nowhere near fitting where it needs to fit. So is it not going all the way into the front here? I have no idea what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Guess what? Something different for you guys. I messed up again. Okay, I've got to take stuff apart again. So, what I've done. I mentioned earlier, and I don't know what video, there's another hole in the chassis that gets covered up by a plate. Well, this front end is supposed to be mounted on these two holes, not these two holes. So it's essentially shortened the chassis, which means none of this stuff is fitting. Our wheels are at nearly 90%, which means we've been building this car for nearly 4 hours, and I think I'm making so many mistakes, I think it's time for a bit of a break. So we will get this suspension done. Hello, somebody beep. I've had this apart that many times, I think I might need to put more thread lock in the in the plates. Oh my god, I haven't made so many mistakes on a car. Hopefully you guys don't have to make these mistakes. Alright, so let's move this forward to those two holes. Oh my god. Well, I hope you guys are laughing as much as I am. This really isn't my first time, I promise. But I guess it's my first time with this particular kit. Oh, I'm not even going to bother with the thread lock, let's just go straight back on. So hopefully if you guys get this kit, please watch these videos first so you know where not to go wrong. I mean, you'd probably read the plan properly, not like what I haven't been doing. Which is something I always say, isn't it? Read the plan. Things do get a little bit difficult when you're trying to film as well though. So I reckon by the time you guys are watching this video, we are going to be in Townsville, where we are picking up a Toyota Land Cruiser off my brother that I built for him a few years ago.
A real one.
Yeah, a real one. Yeah, not an RC. And we're driving that back to Yeppoon. It's about well, in that car it'll be about a 9 or 10 hour drive. Not the quickest thing in the world. Okay, so that's still not going in, but I don't think it's a fault. I think it's just me. So there must be a sequence that I'm not picking up on. And this Land Cruiser that I'm talking about has a nice big canopy on the back, which is perfect for carrying around RC cars to take them out driving. Yeah, see, that is not... What am I doing wrong? And this canopy as well, it's all powered up. It's got 12 volt power. I'm pretty sure it has solar. Has a fridge. All kinds of cool stuff. So let's have a go at putting it in the front first this time. So it's almost there. Oh my god, that was... Now my suspension's upside down. It's working backwards. Why? What am I doing wrong? So obviously you've got to preload this torsion bar to make it work. Attaching front suspension. Does it say anything about how this works? No, it just says chuck it in. Oh, wait a minute. What have we got in the bag here? Okay. All right. What do we got here? Hard, soft. So it's telling you to push that part out and just turn it to adjust the suspension. So if my suspension is running upside down, basically backwards, we want it to spring that way, so we probably want to pull that out and turn it that way. I don't know, let's give it a go. And this is pretty tight in here too. I'm going to need something to push that with. Tamiya spanner there, that might work. Again, it's a bit hard to do stuff with a busted finger. Oh, here we go. So if we chuck some preload on that. Okay. That's fixed her up. So that's, I've turned that just probably 45 degrees. And at full suspension it's twisting at about 90 degrees. I can take that back a notch or two and soften it up, which I think I might do. And I'm actually going to find a spanner to do that. I'll be back. Okay, so got myself a spanner. I've already reset this one. It's a tiny bit softer, so that's alright. That's nice. So I just got to remember what I did. So let's put this adjuster in first. Okay, so I was trying to work out how this coil spring affects the motion of your torsion bar spring, the lineal spring. The answer is it kind of doesn't. All the coil spring does is keep tension on that adjuster so that it doesn't fall out. That's all that coil spring does. It has absolutely nothing to do with the tension of the suspension at all. Okay, that one kind of went in a lot easier. What we need to do is set these two torsion bars at rest so that they're the same angle. So I can pick my spanner up. If you want to do this and use a spanner, this is a 7mm spanner for these nuts. It's a bit of a loose fit. A 6.5 would be better, but a 6 is too small. So we need to rotate anti-clockwise. I'm just going to Well, hopefully you can imagine what I'm doing here. Just going to push that out a bit and just put a tiny bit of preload on that spring. And we want to try and get these two springs here at the same angle. And there's not much in it, but you can actually feel this one needs more tension. This is a very, very cool suspension setup. Okay, so they're sitting at the same angle now, so that's set as far as we care it to be set. We're not building this thing for performance, are we? And certainly not building it for a speedrun car. Hey, you can get a 4-to-1 gear ratio out of that gearbox. Phil, you watching? XR311 speedrun next year. Imagine chucking a brushless into that bad boy. Jesus. I'd probably be running a different body. Okay, so that is our front suspension. Now onto the rear suspension, step 15. I think we've got time in this video to do this. Now, do take note of which way the chassis is sitting and where your screw holes need to go. The rear you can't really mess up because there's only 2 holes in the chassis. But it does sit on the outside like that. It's telling you to do this upside down, but you can't get into there to put those plates in. So where's my next step tray? Oh, and there's actually no more parts left. That means we must be just about finished. So, again, I'm going to put some thread lock into these plates. Hopefully these ones don't have to come out 14 times before I get everything correct, which they shouldn't. I know that looks messy, but I'm going to clean it up. Can you even see anything that I'm doing? I really should start putting the phone camera directly over where I'm working, which means probably building the car looking through the phone, which I reckon is going to be a bloody nightmare. So just clean these up and we can again get our 3x6 machine screws and these bloody spring washers, which I hate. And we try and line up this hole. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is the only way I can go on. And again, I was pretty sure with the front, wasn't I? Look what happened there. But hey, if it's wrong, we'll pull it apart again and fix it. I do like this differential design though. It's like, kind of a quick change rear end. You can just take that rear plate off, change that, swap out the change gear, and change your gear ratios. That simple. Our wheels are nearly done. Yes, we're still bringing the wheels. Yeah, it's been about a week for you guys, but it's still only been 4 hours for us. So I'll even grab them off when they're done and give you guys a bit of a sneak preview. That's if they work out. They look a bit weird actually. If they didn't work out, we won't show you a bloody thing. You're just going to have to wait for the next truck video. I think I might have messed up a little bit with this chassis. I think these trays here are exposed, and it's no big surprise when the body goes on. So I probably should have painted them army green or black or something. But that's all good. We can probably fix that later. So that is, I reckon that can be a bit straighter. Yeah, that's kind of straight. That'll do. So rear suspension. See, I was going to test fit this on the since this is 12th go car, so is the lunchbox. I was going to test fit the lunchbox body on this chassis, but that looks way too long for the lunchbox chassis. The width looks about right. Rear suspension. Come on, dude. It's over here. So, going on what we learned from the front, let's put our adjusters in first. I got an idea. How about we set these adjusters by eye without any springs? I wonder if we can do that, because they're actually sitting on a different angle than the front. We'll give it a go. So what I'm talking about is these adjusters. I'm going to try and put them in and line that slot up on the same angle as these fronts, which is about there. So if I can get it in, so, which is about there. Alright. I don't know if you can see. Come on, focus. Anyway, that slot there is around about the same angle as this front spring. So I'm going to do the same with the other side. And it's going to be the same angle, except just opposite. Hey, wheels are done. That's about the same angle. So now what I have to do is pull these adjusters out. No, they're the adjusters. Pull these spring mounts out. Take note of which way the square has to go. So those slots are basically in line with two sides of that square block. We get our spring. Spring goes on there. Our spring. We'll line up our slot in the correct position again. Very tight in here with these wings on it. I reckon they could have stayed off. No, they can't. Okay, I'll stop talking. Yep, okay, we got that right. Now we need another spring. Torsion bar, which is basically a spring in it. Oh, and now it falls out. Oh, golly. So, get that back in there. Try and get that back in there the right way. There's a bit of a tight fit in here. So we need to line up. This is a bit awkward. Where is... There it is. Right, so you just need to line up that slot. Not even close to going in. I wonder if we can... Oh, and everything just springs and lets go. So I wonder if we can bring these in a little bit more. No, not really. Alright, I'm scrapping that idea. So I'm going to start again. This time I'm going to set the square pretty well upright. Set that in and get this slot running vertically, which is basically in line with the control arm. Try and get that into the control arm all the way. Now, this is a really cool design. I'm very, very glad they don't run it anymore. It is on the fiddly side. Oh, I don't like that at all. I just bent that spring trying to get it in. That's crap. Okay, so same thing, I need to set the preload on that spring. I might get the other one in first, hopefully without bending the torsion bar. That's a bugger that. There just wasn't enough room to get it in. So, the fronts were pretty easy because it didn't have these bloody things in the way. So all I'm trying to do is just set that square as vertical as I can to make it easy to get that torsion bar in. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. What if I bring you in a bit? Is that a bit better? No, it's probably a bit too late now. Sorry. Not sorry. Well, let's see if I can deform another spring. Yep, looks like I can. Okay, well, you see me do that one. I'll come back when we're ready to adjust everything. Okay, we got it done. The trick is to put them in this end first and then put them in that end. That just seemed a lot easier. So now we have to adjust our preload. So because we're sloppy in the suspension, we need to, this thing will sit straight, we need to turn both of these adjusters in that way, and we want about the same angle as the front. So got my spanner, and if this thing would just sit still, and of course my spanner's not going to fit in there, I might have to use pliers. Try and put some angle in the springs. I think that's plenty enough for the rear. Again, it's really not going to run. I don't like, I'm putting a lot of scratches in this chassis too. I don't like that. You can't see the bottom when it's on the shelf, can you? No, that's not the point, but so you might have to adjust these in a couple of goes so we get another bite. It's proving to be a little awkward. You still see, you can't really see what I'm doing, can you? Sorry about that. What's actually happening is me struggling. Again, it'll probably help. I didn't have a gammy finger. It needs to go that little bit more, right? So you just need to push that out of that spline. Okay, I think we got him. Wow, that was the most fiddly suspension I've ever had to do on a car. And we're going to have to cut the shit out of this video because we're up to 30 minutes. Don't know how that happened. Okay, so that is, I know we've got a little bit more to do. We've got to put the front bumper on, which is this turning out here. Goes there somewhere like that. Oh, goes there somewhere like that. Which also gives you your suspension limit for your front, which actually takes quite a lot of suspension travel out. We've got that to go on, we've got the wheels to go on, obviously, and then we can start thinking about, well, we've got a belly plate to go on. So that's after, yeah, that's after that front bumper. And then we've got this rather extensive body to work on. Well, they're doing it exactly how I was doing it. Just push it in with a screwdriver and turn it with the pliers. I noticed they show it doing it on the front and not the rear, because the rears were a little bit trickery. Okay, stop talking. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Have a great day. Apart from this suspension setup, this was an absolute joy to put together. Everything just looks so cool. Okay, see you later.